The search for 6 people missing after a cargo ship smashed into a bridge in Baltimore has been called off for the night because water conditions are too dark, too cold and too dangerous with all the tangled metal.
A recovery effort will resume in the morning, as will the questions about whether the ship should have even been allowed to set off at all. From Baltimore, US correspondent Mitch McCann reports.
It's hard to believe a bridge that carries 30,000 people every day can vanish in a matter of seconds.
Entire bridge, the entire key bridge has fallen into the harbor.
The whole bridge just fell down. The whole bridge just collapsed.
After the Dali container ship set out after 1 a.m, the 32,000-ton vessel appeared to lose power as it approached Baltimore's Francis Scott Key Bridge, the lights blacking out and plumes of smoke visible. Vehicles could still be seen driving on the lanes above moments before this. The cargo ship colliding with a support column, causing the entire structure to disintegrate.
We were awakened with what appeared to be an earthquake and a long rolling sound of thunder.
Daylight soon revealed the enormity of the disaster. Buckled pieces of steel sticking out of the river, the container ship buried, and sections of the bridge leading to thin air. A 2.5 kilometre long icon that had stood for more than 4 decades, gone.
I came down here without my glasses last night, but seeing it now today, it's truly devastating to look at.
And not to mention the lives.
A search was underway on the water for 6 missing construction workers who were filling potholes on the bridge at the time of the collision. 2 others were located, one uninjured, the other taken to hospital in a serious condition. It's also been revealed that in the seconds before the collision, the vessel sent out a mayday call when it lost power. It was enough for authorities to stop traffic on the bridge quickly, almost certainly saving more lives.
This state has been able to show what it means to be Maryland tough and Baltimore strong.
Our prayers are with everyone involved in this terrible accident and all the families, especially those waiting for the news of their loved one right now.
For much of the day, we've heard helicopters flying overhead as they search for survivors after this bridge collapse in Baltimore. But as the afternoon wears on, finding anyone alive is becoming less and less likely. And questions are now being asked about how this could have happened in the first place. Do you have any reason to believe there were major deficiencies with the vessel before it set sail? What are you learning from previous inspections?
That is part of our investigation, where we look at in depth at safety information, anything that may have occurred prior to this, any sort of safety history with respect to the vessel.
A local port worker says the ship was there for 2 days before it set off and was having electrical issues.
Those 2 days they were having serious power outages. Like I said, the reefer boxes that we have on there, which is the refrigerated boxes, they were actually tripping the breakers for our mechanics that were keeping the generators running on those while they were trying to fix the ship, and it was just not, they weren't even holding that.
All questions for later. For now, though, Baltimore is still grappling with what the mayor described as an unthinkable tragedy.
Well, Mitch McCann joins us now live from Baltimore. Mitch, have we learnt any more about this vessel's history?
Well, Sam, we've found out some more information about the vessel's safety record in the last couple of hours. We know that in Antwerp in Belgium in 2016, this vessel, the Dali, was leaving the port and the harbour there, and it was involved in a minor collision. And despite it being reported as minor, we understand that it suffered significant damage to the hull of the vessel back in 2016, as I say. We've also learned that last year it was in Chile and underwent a safety inspection there, whereas found to have propulsion machinery issues, and they had to be ironed out before it could continue sailing again. But despite that, we know its latest recorded safety report was in New York in September last year. That was conducted by the US Coast Guard, and there were no deficiencies to be found. But you can bet after what happened today, Sam, the National Transport Safety Board here in the US will be looking at that vessel top to bottom to find out what went so horribly wrong almost 24 hours ago here in Baltimore.
Shocking tragedy indeed. Mitch, thanks so much.